So real quick before we start, if you've tried YouTube before and you get that because you were probably posting consistently and you were kind of getting a good amount of views, but it didn't convert. And if that happened to you, I don't blame you because I know how that feels. And you were probably getting a good decent amount of views, but it wasn't converted, and you thought like, oh, this platform isn't just for me. Like it's probably just a waste of time. And like, here's the thing: it's not that YouTube doesn't work. It's just that you were posting the wrong kind of content. You were probably just trying to get views instead of trying to target your ideal target audience. Like you weren't trying to build a deep connection with them. You were probably posting random tips, like for an example, like generic tips, motivational thoughts, or maybe even worst, lifestyle content. That's one of the biggest trap that most business owners fall into when they start posting long form content. They will start posting like a day in the life of a business owner. Like, bro, nobody cares about that. Like, yeah, maybe your low quality people, like they might care about that, but your ideal target buyers, they don't care about that. The only thing they care about is how you can solve their problem, and that's the hard truth. Especially if you're selling high ticket offer, like high ticket buyers don't care about a day in their life. Like all they care about is how you can solve their problem, and if you can't solve that, I don't know what to tell you, because we both know that abuse doesn't equal sales, right? And again, I know how that feels. I mean, you put in the time and it looks like it's working. You're getting a decent amount of views, but your sharp board says otherwise. Flatline, or even worse, increased revenue. And look, the real reason that keeps happening is pretty simple. It's just that you weren't speaking to your ICP, which is your ideal buyer profile, or you weren't trying to solve a specific problem. You were just posting general, broad, or inspirational content, attracting the wrong people. You were just trying to get views and not build trust with your ICP. And look, if you're wondering like what's working right now, like I'm gonna tell you this. First, give me a second. I drink too much water, but look, here's what's actually working right now. Like niche specific content. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like super niche down content, the kind that's painfully relevant to your ICP. That's what actually converts. Like even Hermosi just said it. Like I was telling my editor to play a clip right now. Editor, run it up.
If I tell the story about how my podcast was getting 2,000-3,000 downloads per month, which is like 100 downloads an episode, not a lot. My podcast started growing in numbers when I started talking about general business. It also started growing in numbers even faster once we sold the company for Gym Launch. But there was a period of about 18 months prior to me selling where I just talked about general business because I was like, I'm tired about talking about gyms. I just want to talk about business in general. During that period of time, our organic sales went to basically zero. And it took us like 6 months to figure out that the reason that had happened was because I stopped talking about gym shit. And gym owners were like less interested in my content than generic business content. That makes sense. Like if you're a business owner, you're going to listen to business stuff in general. If you're a dentist, then you're going to get a lot out of a dentist only podcast, right? But there's not that many dentists, so you're not going to get a lot of listens, but the listens in terms of relevancy is going to be through the roof. And so we started making less sales, but I was getting more views, more listens.
Like Amy said, they got more views when he shifted from broad content. Like when he stopped talking about gym stuff, yes, his views skyrocketed, but his sales tanked because most likely gym owners don't care about day in their life as a 7-figure business entrepreneur. Like they don't care about that. The only thing they care about is how they can get more people coming into their gym. And once Hermosi stopped talking about that, you can guess his sales tank. And that's the exact same thing that's happening to you right now, especially your business coach. Like nobody cares about a day in the life video. Like your ICP don't care about that. Like it doesn't connect with them. And it's not that those topics are bad. Like it's not specific enough to shift belief or build authority. And look, in this market, that's everything you need. Like you need to have an insane amount of authority, an insane amount of trust with them to actually convert. Especially now that we're currently in the middle of a trust recession. Trust is all-time low, competition all-time high. And if you think that I'm lying, like you can literally go on IG right now and scroll and just tell me what you see. You're most likely going to see everyone coaching or everyone is offering the same scale to 20K per month or business coach. Like everyone has that same thing on their bio. Like it's just repeating the same buzzwords from a course they bought, I don't know, 2 months ago, and they're trying to look legit. And like this market is not that so. Like people can feel when your content is scripted. Like they could tell when you're saying what you think you're supposed to say next. Like people can feel all of that. They're not slow. So whenever someone even thinks about spending, let's just say 2 to 4, even 10K on your offer, a couple reels or a VSL just won't do it anymore. Like yeah, those kind of stuff might spark up attention, but it doesn't build conviction. And that's what most people want to see, is how you actually do things, like how your process looks like, and if even straight up, if you're actually even legit, or you're just another coach trying to sell them the dream, which what most coaches are doing nowadays. Like all of the things they tell you is they're just selling you the dream, but they don't show you how their process looks like, which probably one of the things that you want to see the most before you ever invest a single penny into them. Like you want to see if they're actually legit, or how the process look like, or how they took a client from this to that. That's the kind of content you want to see. Like you don't want to see, or here's 3 tips how you can scale your offer to 50K a month. Like you don't want to see that. You want to see how the process actually works like, and that's the exact same thing how your ICP works like too. But that's where most of you just fell off. Like yeah, you might actually look legit from the front end, but from the back end, that's where most of you just fell off. Like you don't show them how your process actually looks like, or how you can actually turn a client from their current spot to the chief desire. Like you don't show any of that. And look, let me ask you this real quick. Have you ever had a reel that, let's just say you went viral, you got a couple views, a couple likes, but rarely anybody booked a call? And if you said yes to that, it's because all of that is just surface level. Like yeah, IG reels are just dopamine snacks. Like it's really low in focus, really low in trust. Like we both know you can't build real authority in just 60 seconds. Like it's impossible, especially if you're solving a deep problem and charging a high ticket price for it. Like the platform itself isn't even built for that. Like, it's optimized for attention only, but not for education. Like, and that's what you need the most. It's educational content. Is if you're selling a high ticket offer, that's what you need the most. And look, if you've tried YouTube before and let's say it flopped, it's not that YouTube doesn't work. It's most likely you were just posting generic stuff like bot advice, how to grow your business content. Like no one cares about that, or just big value that could apply to everyone but helped no one. Like yeah, maybe the views were okay, like you got the views that you want, but if your ideal client wasn't watching thinking like oh yeah, like this is definitely made for me, then most likely they didn't click, and you were just attracting the wrong kind of people, or you just building enough trust with them to actually book a call. And look, if they don't trust you, they wouldn't even spend a single penny on you. Like that's the hard truth. If people don't trust you, they're not gonna invest nothing on you. Like it's simple. And look, let me tell you what's actually working right now, just so you can believe it a little bit more. Like every 7 to 8 figure business owners are all doing this right now. They're all focused on niche focus, belief shifting content. Like that's what's actually working right now. Like the kind of content that actually makes your ideal client feel like, oh, like this person totally gets me. Like, oh, they're in my head. Like they're describing my current situation right now. Like that's what creates trust. And like you don't need some fancy setup for all of this. Like you just need to speak to one person, talk through their real pain points, and show how you think, and not just like, oh, 3 tips of how to blah blah blah. Like they don't really care about that. The only thing they care about is how you can help them and the current pain points that they're currently going through right now. They don't care about quick 3 little tips. And look, I'm telling you this because like all of the business owners who are actually dominating their market right now are doing this. Like they're all focused on posting long form content that speaks to one person, like deep dives, client interviews, or just raw breakdowns. And no, it's not some high production content. It's just like, let me use Ravi as an example for this. As you may not know who Ravi Abdul-Bara is, he's doing what, 100 something per month, and all he's using is just his phone camera and his iPad, which I have here too, and a microphone that's like $250. Like it's pretty simple. That's all you need. You don't need some fancy editing content. Like you don't need any of that. Like all you need is just like, you already have what you need. But anyways, let's just get back to Ravi. Look, he's currently doing 100 something K per month, and And 80% of his sales come straight from his boring from content. The exact same thing what I'm doing to you right now. Like 80% of his sales comes from his boring long form content, and he says he has a system that tracks where all of his sales comes from, and 80% of his high ticket sales, they all come from his long form content that's pretty boring if we're being honest, but it's made for business specific only. Like all of the business owners, they care about what he posts about. Like it targets specifically his ideal client. Like that's the only thing he cares about, and that's the only thing you want to care about too, unless you just want to get views and your sales. Like, and nobody wants that, right? Like nobody wants to get 1,000,000 views but get 0 sales. Nobody wants that. And like, you don't need to run some complex funnels to make this work. For an example, here's how I literally use boring long form content to get pre-sold leads. Like right now, for an example, you probably came from IG. I use IG Reels to just spark interest, and use boring long form content like this one to build trust, and I'll just say simple CTA, book a call at the end. Like that's it. Like that's what I do. Like that's my whole entire funnel. Like I'm not dragging people to a long ass webinar funnel or some free master classes. Like, and I'm not doing any of that. Like I just want you to know who I am and how I think, and see if I'm actually able to help you or not. And look, if you're still watching, let's just say you got done watching 3 of my boring long form content, like after that you're 80% sold on what I do, how I think. And if you ever decide to book a call, then that call is just going to be like, what's the next step, which is just to close. And it's pretty simple. And look, if you're tired of posting daily just to keep sales coming in, or getting on calls with people who kind of get what you do but don't really trust you, like you have to answer like, oh, how does this works like 10 times a week, long form will literally save you from that. Like it will literally save you from like, oh, how does your process look like, how does this work. Like it would literally save me from that. And like I'm only telling you this because of KJ. I'm gonna show you a live example right now too. As you see right here, 5.7k followers, and he's doing 80k per month, selling a 4k offer to unemployed teens. And if he's able to sell a 4k offer to unemployed teens, what makes you think he won't be able to sell your offer to people who are more qualified than just some teens who are literally unemployment, like they don't have a job or anything like that, and they're still buying a 4k offer from him? And no, he's not posting daily on Instagram or anything like that. He's relying on his boring long form content. And even if you go search him up, like 80% of his sales comes from his boring long form content. The exact same what I'm doing right now. It's like when you build a deeper connection with the right people, you will just get on calls with more qualified leads that already know how you can help them before the call even starts. It's just how you watch this video again. Like now you kind of know what I do, how I can help you, and you're probably thinking that we're kind of close now, right? Like it's all about psychology behind your marketing. Like you gotta know them way better than they know themselves. And look, it's pretty simple. But if you think you don't have time to do all of that, like all of the marketing, all of the research, you could literally scroll down and book a call, and I could literally handle that, all of that for you. Like I'll show you how you can build a system that attracts qualified and pre-sold leads, and even works even if you have a small audience, as long as you have a legit offer. Like you're trying to help people and not just trying to scam everybody. Like your offer is actually legit, then you can schedule down and book a call. And after that, you can literally free up your time from posting 6 times a week just to keep leads coming in, like what you're currently doing right now. Because right now I know what you're doing. You're posting 6 times a week just to keep sales coming in, which is, let's be honest, it's pretty painful, right? Especially summer is coming up. I mean, you want to spend more time with your family, and maybe you're gonna be traveling, but you're not gonna have that same amount of time just posting 6 times a week. And you want to free up a little bit of your calendar. And if you want to do that, you can literally scroll down and rely on a system that will bring you qualified and pre-sold leads, like without having to post 6 times a week. Like it's pretty simple. You can only post, let's just say 3 times a month, as long as you know your ICP pretty good. And if you don't have time for all of that, you can literally scroll down and book a call. We will handle every single thing for you, even your back-end offer. Like we will handle how you can increase your shows, how to get more nurture leads, how you can speak with more qualified leads only. Like it's a no-brainer. But if you feel like you can do this all by yourself, then you can go ahead. You're all free.